Hey everybody, it's me, it's Rachel, and I am 39 weeks pregnant. So, last Thursday, my doctor's appointment, I went and, they measured me, and I was measuring large, so they asked me to come in for ultrasound the next day, 4 pounds, 4 ounces. So, I'm 39, at that time I was 38 weeks. I came in for the ultrasound the next day. The baby is weighing at 8.5 pounds already. So, I was like, oh my god. And so they called the doctor, but she was with the patient, so the nurse came in and she's like, it's okay for, you go another week. When you come next Thursday, we'll talk about an eviction plan. So I got really depressed because I know how doctors get when the baby is getting big. They're like, oh, we gotta induce. And, by her due date, she's probably going to be around 9, and I don't want to be induced. I'm preparing myself for this conversation on Thursday of setting an inducement date, and all I'm going to do is try to push it off as far as possible. I want to try to go to 42 weeks, super moon, so I had all this hope that I was going to have her Saturday. Didn't happen. And starting Saturday night, I started having, it feels like very strong period cramping down low. And it kind of raises up. It doesn't go my entire stomach like what I think a contraction is, like your whole stomach contracting. But it's the bottom, and it just feels like really bad period cramps. So my goal is to try to have her before Thursday so I don't even have to have the conversation. But it's just not looking very good because, like I said, the contractions that I'm feeling are just low. They're not like complete stomach kind. And I wasn't dilated. But I don't know. But that would be great. So as you guys know, I had PUPS, the stomach itching, rashy disease thing, and it kind of stabilized for a while, but it's like everything started coming back this last week. Like, my stomach starting to have the little bumps again, it's itching. In the beginning of my pregnancy, I had horrible skin, like acne all over my neck and my chin primarily for at least the first trimester. Then the second and most of all my third, my skin cleared up. Well, the last week and a half, got all these pimples on my chin and my neck. Just horrible. My feet are humongous. They look disgusting. They look like pig hooves. I don't sleep more than about 2 hours a night because my hips are starting to hurt all over again. And I'm not in physical therapy anymore because I stopped because it got better. So now I don't have that relief of those weekly massages. My temperature. Let me tell you what a sweaty mess I am. Okay. I used to be the coldest person on the planet. My house was never cooler than 77, 78 degrees on the air conditioner. I'm not gonna lie, I've had I've had my air conditioner down to 68 to 70 at nighttime with a fan blowing directly on me and a sheet, and I still wake up drenched in sweat. Just nasty. Because my boobs are so big and saggy and gross, it's like sweating all in my tits and under my boobs. That adds to the no sleeping because I'm hot and then my hips hurt. Well, anyway, I don't know if I ever talked about this before, but I had made a decision that if the baby was born on the 20th, which was yesterday, my dad's birthday, her name was going to be Randy. And if it wasn't, then it would be my secret name. So she wasn't born on the 20th, so her name's not going to be Randy. So now I have for sure what the baby name is. So I'm excited because then I can go make that wall thing that I want to make, and then the nursery will be completely finished. It's weird, like, knowing what I want to name her. I mean, what her name is going to be now. But what's strange is I'm kind of, like, scared because it's official, and I'm like, oh, wow, like, maybe I should think of other names, and I'm starting to, like, kind of be apprehensive about what I chose, but I know it's what I want, but I don't know. Childcare. I had it down to a couple places. There's a daycare by my job, which was very, very expensive, and then there's a woman that had an in-home daycare, but it was by my house, and I really wanted the daycare to be by my job. She was really reasonably priced, but anyway, my boyfriend's cousin's girlfriend, she's a stay-at-home mom with her 2 kids, who are 2 and 1, and she offered to watch the baby and I mean, I know her, I trust her, she's a really good mom, and I think I'm going to use her at least for like the first 6 months. I work for the federal government, so there's like a federal daycare at the IRS by my job, and I'm assuming I'm eligible, even though I don't work for the IRS. I feel like it should be the same. So, but I think there's a waiting list. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll have her go there. Because I'm gonna have about 7 or 8 weeks off on maternity leave, so she'll be about 2 months old and everything. I'm still working so hard to work. So tired. I don't feel like I'm getting anything done. I'm on my feet. I'm not getting any sleep. Have you noticed how I've complained this entire video? Shame, shame. I love being pregnant. I'm so happy I'm having a baby. I hate to come across like that. So I'm not going to complain anymore. Those are just my symptoms. But the end is near, even though I don't feel anything besides that cramping. Like, I feel like I should be feeling something more. I don't know. Like, when is this going to happen? Is this really going to happen? Ever? So I'm just tripping out about everything. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. And so next video. Oh my god, I forgot the most important thing. So I was talking to my doctor about ideas for inducing, and she's like, I really recommend acupuncture. So I found an acupuncture place that specializes in inducement. I've never been, and I felt like so rushed, and I hate when I do this because I make decisions fast because I'm like, oh my god, I need to have the baby right away so I don't have to be induced. So I only called 2 places, which I should have called more places, and I found a place that could see me today at the end of the day. So I just was like, oh, I'll take the appointment. It's $105 for an hour with acupuncture, which I have flexible spending at my job, so like it'll be deposited back into my account. But that's a lot of money for something that I've never done before, and I feel like it's something you have to do ongoing, because after I was done, she was like, oh, well, most people come every other day until they have the baby. So after the first appointment, it's $75. I'm like, who the hell has $75 every other day until your baby comes? What if my baby doesn't come for like 3 weeks? It's crazy. But then I was like, well, if it avoids me being induced, isn't a couple $100 worth it? I don't know. So anyway, I go, and I don't know how I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like oriental, like spiritual experience with like aromatherapy, and like when they put the things in you, you just instantly feel shoots of like magic through your body, and you just feel like you're floating or something, you know. I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, for $105, I wanted to feel something. So she lays me down and she puts one pin on my hand, like one on each foot, I think. I think maybe a couple on my ankle, and the rest on my lower back. And she's like, she says she's manipulating those ones, and she's like, let me know when you feel the baby move. I never felt the baby move, but I felt really uncomfortable laying there forever. But I did feel instant pressure down where my uterus used to be. So I told her that, and I guess that was good enough. So she left me alone in the room for 45 minutes to lay there, which I did fall asleep. When I woke up, I had knocked one of the pins out of my hand, and I tried to put it back in myself, and it hurt. And then, so she took everything out, and she forgot to take one of them out, because when I got dressed, it went deeper in me, and I started bleeding. It didn't hurt, but that was stupid. So then she was like, well, let's set up another appointment. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not coming back. And it's too expensive. So I made an appointment for Thursday, but I'm not going to come back. After that, I felt a lot of cramping-ish feelings. But who's to say I wasn't already going to feel that? I wanted to believe. I wanted, you know, but they probably say, oh, you've got to give it a chance. You got to wait. But I don't know. I guess I'm a broke biatch to where I'm like, because I paid that $35 a week for the physical therapy, and I would feel something because I would get a massage and the pain would go away. So it was like instant gratification. This wasn't. I wanted it to unleash my uterus and just start instantly contracting, and my cervix just starts like widening as soon as the pins go into my body. I guess that's asking too much. So anyway, I always do that. I do just these rash decisions like, oh my god, I've got to do this. And I should have just shopped around, found like a place that was like $50 maybe, where I wouldn't feel so stupid. Like, I feel like a dumbass for spending $105 for an hour of pins in my body. You know what I could have did with that $100? Stupid. But I don't know. And I had sex last night. After a long, I haven't had sex in forever because I'm doing it to try to, you know, have a baby. I don't know if it didn't do anything. Sorry, my stomach. Oh, well, I'm going to do a belly shot. I'm huge. My stomach's itching so bad. Shouldn't scratch it, but I don't even care anymore. I have so many stretch marks, it doesn't even matter. Okay. So, this is my tummy. I'm very, very rotund. 39 weeks. Due date this Saturday. So, next time you see me, I will be at my due date. I'm stuck. Alright, bye.